but there are some arguments that are more common than others. Here we want to speak about them. The top 8 reasons why couples argue. 1. What do we spend the money on? The most common couple pairing is for someone who likes to save, to be with someone who wants to spend. Savers and spenders tend to attract one another, then fight about it. 2. How often do we have sex? When asked separately, how often would you ideally have sex per week? A wife might say 2-3 times, while her husband says 3-4 times. They only differ by 1-2 times per week. But when asked, how often would your partner want sex? The wife in that example will say, if he had it his way, we'd do it all the time, 3 times a day. Well, he says, if it were up to her, never, maybe once a month. 3. Were you just flirting with her? Jealousy. If you're both truly into one another, it's inevitable that it will come up in some form or another. This fight can also look like, why are you still friends with your ex on Facebook? 4. Who's doing the dishes? Sharing household responsibilities is a common source of stress, especially if things aren't clear. Who takes out the trash? Who's in charge of the finances? Who deals with household stuff like calling to set up the plumber? And who'll stay home from work to meet him? 5. Why do you have to drink so much? Drink or smoke, or play video games, or watch Netflix, or fill in the blank with any other behavior that impacts you and the relationship. Everyone in a serious relationship ends up wishing their significant other would either do something or stop doing something. 6. Are you mad at me? Are we okay? Knowing how to talk about your upset, then have a repair conversation, is arguably the most critical relationship skill you can have. One study even showed that couples who were able to be openly angry in the beginning of their relationship were happier long term. 7. Why are you still working? Why aren't you spending more time with me? How much your partner works can impact your sense of your importance in their life. The underlying issue in this fight is almost always, do I matter to you? 8. What are you doing on your phone? It can be painful to feel ignored, which is a common feeling when your partner is on his or her phone while you're together. While it might sound counterintuitive, fighting in love can actually be a good thing for your relationship. When you learn how to argue effectively and respectfully, it can be a way for you to learn more about each other, maintain your boundaries, and resolve issues that might affect the long-term health of your relationship.